Hey everybody, what's up? So I thought, you know what? I'm not feeling that great. I'm having kind of a day. And so I thought, what better than to come on and talk about how it's okay to not be okay. So if y'all don't mind, do me a solid and share this video, like the video, and invite your friends. Share this video, like this video, and invite your friends. Okay? Share this video, like this video, and invite your friends. I am going to put my Patreon in the thingamajigger for those of you guys who want to be patrons. Dawn.com/discovering. Okay. Hey, Chris, how are you doing, honey? And then if you want to send me a treat, you don't have to. I'm just putting it up there because some people like to do that. PayPal. .me/recovery. Okay. Hey, Chris. Hey, Pixie. Hey, Nathan. What's up, baby? Okay. Hey, Nate. Can you be quiet? I'm live, buddy. Hey, everybody, come on in. We're going to talk about how it's okay to not be okay. We're going to talk about how it's okay to have down days, okay? So y'all know I'm usually on, right? I'm usually on and popping. I'm usually entertaining you, making you laugh, making you cry, making you feel like 17 different emotions all at one time. And we just have the best of time over here, you know? Well, I woke up today and I was just feeling really, really crappy. And I started just like feeling like, hey, Nate, Nathaniel. I know he hears me, dude.
What's your close door?
I'm gonna execute my son. Okay. I woke up this morning and it wasn't so much this morning when I woke up. I was kind of like, this morning when I woke up, I was like, okay, I'm going to get up. I'm going to clean the house. I'm going to vacuum. And then we're going to do something, you know? And then I asked my son what he wanted to do. And he was like, I don't want to do nothing without Dad. And I was like, okay. And so I came in my room and I was just watching some true crime and stuff. And then I started feeling kind of depressed. Now, I don't have no reason to be depressed, right? I have everything that I need. I have everything that I want. My opal necklace is being made as we speak by the lady that makes all my jewelry, my silver jewelry. It's not like I, you know, it's not like I don't have everything that I need. It's not like I'm struggling, right? I just feel kind of like blah, you know? So do you guys ever have those kind of days where you just kind of feel blah? Hey, April, what's up, girl? Where you just kind of feel blah and you just don't know what to do. And then I guess I feel extra guilty because I feel like I'm supposed to be, you know, on here for you guys, you know? And so that makes me feel extra guilty. So, which I know you guys aren't holding me to that. I'm about to murder my son, y'all. Nathaniel. Hold on a second. Look at my house. I have 3 help. Hey, dude. He's probably crying. Hey. What? You're loud, dude. I'm sorry. Close the door. Nathaniel, this is my house, though. You don't need to be that loud, buddy. You're probably blowing. Whoever's on the damn thing with you, you're probably blowing their eardrum. Poor kid. Mom, it's Dane. Oh, God. No wonder you're so loud. It's Dane. That's all I had. That's all he had to say. It's Zane. Yeah, I closed the door. Yeah, YouTube is my safe space, even though the whole world can see it. You know, I just like coming on here and talking with you guys. So a lot of where, hey girl, what's up? Hey Cassandra, a lot of where my depression comes from is it stems from me feeling like I'm not doing a good enough job as a mom. Okay. So I'm constantly second guessing myself all the time. And my mother-in-law don't make it no better, because she will call my husband and he'll be laying here and I can hear her on the other line saying, oh, y'all really need to do this and that, and it just like, it goes all over me, because it's like, listen, okay, we do what our family does, and that's fine. Our family isn't the same as your family was, right? And I'm also not the same kind of mom my mother-in-law was. My mother-in-law was the kind of woman who like pushed Neil to do stuff, and when he didn't want to do it, you know what I mean? And so that's not healthy to me. You know what I mean? Forcing Nate to do stuff that he doesn't want to do, forcing him to be in sports, you know, forcing him to go, right? I don't want to do that to him, you know? And so for the past 2 days in a row, I've heard her call and say something, and I can hear her. I know exactly what she's talking about when she says it. She's talking about Nate and his damn fucking game. And it's like, why did we spend $600 on this fucking badass virtual reality game if he's not going to play on it? And it's not like he's just sitting there still. Like, this is like an action game where he stands up and he's doing all these different things, you know, and his friends are on there. And I just don't think she understands that this is a different time, you know? This is a different time than back whenever we were little kids in the 80s, you know? And it's like, my mom doesn't do that to me, because I will cuss her out. Like, if my mom kept pushing and nagging at me like that, it makes me uncomfortable, and it makes me not want to go around her, you know? So my mom doesn't do that. Today when I talked to her, she said, what are y'all doing today? And I was like, we're just hanging out. And we're going to go over to their house next Sunday for my birthday breakfast. My mom's going to make Mexican breakfast for us, which is my favorite kind of breakfast, which is chorizo, eggs and potatoes, tortillas, homemade salsa, that kind of stuff. But that's what's bothering me. And so I have been doing really good. I've been feeling good. I've been feeling positive. But the last couple of days, my mother-in-law has been picking at my husband. And I know she's saying that to him, which he doesn't say it to me, but I can hear it. I can hear her saying it, you know, because he's right beside me. So that started to like bother me, you know. It makes me start thinking, like, am I a bad mom because I let my son play the Oculus? Am I a bad mom because I'm not like pushing him to be outside every single day? No, I don't think that. I don't think I'm a bad mom for that. I just think that we're a different kind of family, you know? And I also think it's a different kind of time than when it was back then, you know? So I hate feeling like that, though. I hate feeling like that. You know, I hate feeling like that. And that's what makes me not want to be around my mother-in-law. I love her because she's my husband's mom, and I love my husband. But that's the kind of stuff that makes me not want to go over there, because it's like that all the time. And it's like, she can't help but do it. It's like, but I know she can help it. And that's what makes me even more angry, is that I know that she cannot do that. You know, I wish she could just be capable of loving us the way we are, and just letting us come over and do what we do and have a good time. Do you know what I'm saying? So that has got me kind of upset. No, you're fine, Nikki. I understand. I'm the same way. They're expensive. They are expensive. And me and my husband invested and got my son one, you know, for Christmas, because that was one of the main things he wanted. That's the only thing we got him for Christmas besides some outfits. Like, that's really, really all we got him, huh?
Yeah, and we got him that scooter,
A
right?
scooter and the Oculus, yeah. And the scooter is like electronic, so it like zing, 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 all around the parking lot outside. And this summer we are living here. We have a pool. This summer is going to be huge for us because me and Nathaniel will be able to walk right outside and walk right down to the pool and jump in and be outside playing in the pool. And then we can come home, eat lunch, go back to the pool, and I don't care if I am 400 pounds. I'm going in that motherfucking pool. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to let my insecurities hold me back from letting my son have fun. And that's also another thing that has, oh God, I feel so guilty. I have let that happen for a long time. I let my insecurity about the way I feel and look keep me from doing things that my son could benefit from. And that's stupid, Now, the first, 2020, 2021, we were all fucking stuck in the house from COVID. And that was another really, really hard time because during COVID, I just blew up. I gained so much weight during COVID. All these people were out working out and losing weight. And I was literally packing on the pounds, So I feel so bad for feeling like this, but it's like I'm always worried that I'm not doing a good enough job. And I just want my son to have the best life. And I know that people say, hey, y'all, thank you. I appreciate it. I know people say, like, you are a good mom. If you're worried about not being a good mom, then you're a good mom. You know what I mean? And I know I'm a good mom. I just feel like, I see other moms that, oh Lord, like the perfect moms who pack their children every food from the food group in their lunch pails every day, and I'm just like, that's not me. Like, I try to encourage my son to eat good things for himself, and he's pretty good about eating. He loves corn on the cob. That's his literal favorite fucking vegetable, y'all. I could probably boil up like 12 corn on the cobs and he'd eat them all day long. We both love corn on the cob so much, Hey, Kara. Hey, Marilyn. What's up, girl? Thank you, Call of Duty Cello. Is that, or is it cello? I think the pandemic affected so many of us. As a mother, it became way too easy to just stay cooped up inside, and that was hard to overcome. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And also, it's gotten to, y'all, me and my husband, like, we have gotten to a point where, like, we're comfortable with not really having friends, and because honestly, I'm going to be straight up with you guys. Like, since getting sober, it is so hard to make friends that are not drug friends. Cello. Okay, cool. Or is it CeeLo? CeeLo? It's so hard. Like, I used to be able to make friends so easily, and I can make friends easy online, but I'm talking about friends in real life, friends that I can touch. Like, there's this one girl at the mom pickup line whenever I go to get my son every day. She's so pretty. She's a black girl. She's real pretty. She has long hair, and she's so funny, and she always invites me to do stuff with her. Cello. Okay, gotcha. She always invites me to do stuff with her or says, let's get together. But I'm so scared to get together with her because she's crazy as a Betsy bug. You know what I mean? Like, I can just see her, like, kind of influencing me to drink wine or something on a Saturday night. Do you know what I'm saying? And so I don't feel comfortable doing that, Yeah. And my friends with during my active addiction, like, they were not friends. Like, Tara was not my friend. Me and Tara, we leaned on each other when we had nobody. So whenever I relapsed, when I got out of prison, Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Allie. Hey, Stina. Hey, Kara. Hey, Sam. When I relapsed out of prison, so I went to prison in 2009 and I got out in 2010. When I got out of prison, I stayed sober for about 9 months and I was doing so good. I went from living in the sober living house to living in my own apartment that was still connected to sober living, but we had our own apartments. And I was doing so good. Well, I ended up relapsing on Roxy's. I started shooting Roxy's, and I had never shot Roxy's before. I had never shot up an opioid. This was the first time in 2010. And so I moved in with my counselor's daughter, Miss Kim's daughter, Brittany, and I stayed there for a couple months, but it just wasn't it wasn't a conducive place for me to live because it was all the way, what was that place called? The East Side? You know what I'm talking about, Neil? Mm-hmm. Where the DHS office was?
Yeah.
What's that place called? Hanger Hill. It was over on Hanger Hill, which is the fucking hood of Little Rock, okay? And I was living in these apartments with her on Hanger Hill, and it was so far away from where my job was and everything. And so I was like staying there, but I wasn't staying there. Like all my shit was there, but I was staying at my friend Joe's house like all the time. Well, I met Tara through a mutual rehab friend, and she was like, I have a extra couch you can come sleep on, right? And I fucking said, okay. And I moved myself into Tara's house. I had never met her a day in my life. And I met her that day I moved into her house, and we became best friends, but we both needed each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? So would we have been friends if we didn't need each other? Probably not. And that's how it was. And so those were the kind of friendships that I established, was friends that we needed each other for something, All my real true friends, they stopped being my friend because they were watching me kill myself and they were worried about me, and they couldn't watch me anymore. Caffeine. They couldn't watch me kill myself anymore. Like I had one best friend, oh gosh, as far back as I can remember, her name was Candy Garcia. My husband's got to meet her. And she's a Mexican girl. And we were just me, her, Jessica Onzeldua, Jerry Pearson. Like they were my best friends. Angela Maynor. These were my best friends, But every single one of them had to disconnect from me because I was getting so fucked up, Girl, you got yourself through a horrible disease for your son. How hard is that? Nate will realize how important he is to you. Yes. Thank you, Marie. And so those were my true friends. Those were my friends. Like if I was dying, they would actually come to my funeral. Do you know what I'm saying? Like these other people were people who were just fly by night friends. And so now that I'm 40, almost 41, I'll be 41 Wednesday, y'all. I expect a surprise party. What are y'all doing for me on Wednesday? If I wake up and there ain't no surprise, I'm going to be pissed at my whole YouTube channel. I'm just playing. But we are going to do something special, okay? I'm going to go get myself a cake, and we'll have a happy birthday. I want an ice cream cake. So I'm going to go get me an ice cream cake from Baskin Robbins.
You should take them with you to get your hair did.
I got to get my hair did because it's so long. And I'm just going to get it cut. I'm not going to get it dyed or anything, you guys. Now, what I've been thinking about doing is after I get it cut, I've been thinking about with you guys going and getting some dye and doing some of the, doing the streaks in the front. Myself, just 2 streaks, but I don't know. We'll see. Thanks, Kara. I appreciate that. It breaks my heart. I miss them dearly. Addiction is a disease. I've watched it eat away too many. Oh yeah, it's definitely a disease. Addiction is a disease of the brain. Okay. So when we take drugs and alcohol into our body, that first time might be a choice, right? But after that, what happens to our brain afterward and the way drugs affect our brain is not our choice. Okay. And did you guys know that only about 10% of people actually become drug addicts, become addicted? The other 90% of people use drugs responsibly. How the hell do they do that? Can I get some of that? Did you get that from Amazon? Yeah, my birthday is 1. So, addiction is definitely a disease. Oh, I'm sorry, Kimberly. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get an ice cream cake or something like that. And my son will be excited to like blow out candles and all that kind of stuff. I think I want to get a bunch of candles and put it on there and have Nate blow them all out. And it'll be really fun. It'll be really fun. But anyway, back to my depression. And here's the thing, like tomorrow I'll wake up and I'll be fine and I'll feel great and I'll be past how I was feeling. And I'm starting to feel better already. Already I took my medicine. I hadn't taken my medicine yet. And that helps a lot, Did you guys see I uploaded the 5th installment of my diary? So me and my husband were laying here and I was reading the diary, right? And I said, do you remember us going to this movie? And he said, is that the movie that we had sex in? And I'm like, yes. So we went to see this movie called Oz, right? And me and Neil had only been together for 6 months, you guys. And we were in the movie and then we're getting freaky. And then we did it and in the movie theater, but there was really nobody in there, was there?
I mean, there was like a couple people in front of us. We were in the way back.
We were in the way back. And after we did it, I started my period. And I was so happy that I started my period because I hadn't had it for 3 months. And so, but then in the reading, I talk about wanting to be pregnant. And honestly, let me just tell y'all something. This is what I said. I said, Neil and I are deeply in love. I thought we were pregnant. I'll be honest. I wanted to be. Well, the day before that, he was telling me that we weren't in love. And he was telling me that what we had felt was not real and that we better go ahead and end this now at 6 months before things get too serious. And then you turn the page and I'm talking about having babies. Do you understand why it's so crazy to read my diary from then and see how I go from one personality, one feeling to the next in like 2 seconds flat. Contact had been so inspirational to me. Thank you for being so strong and sharing your personal struggles with us. You're welcome, girl. Don't even mention it. It's all good. But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel embarrassed a little bit. Like, I'm starting to feel a little embarrassed now. I usually don't get embarrassed when I do anything like this, but I'm starting to like cringe, And so basically, I was fucking full-fledged strung out on drugs, and I'm talking about getting pregnant. This was in 2013. The next page says, well, today has just begun. It's 6:15 a.m., and I stayed up the majority of last night. I stayed up all night without any sleep. Y'all already know what I was doing. No, Kimberly, I've just been diagnosed with depression and anxiety. I've never been diagnosed with like bipolar or borderline personality disorder or anything like that. My sister has bipolar, but I don't have the like extreme highs and stuff like that. And I don't know what borderline is. Let me read about borderline. Let me see. Somebody tried to diagnose me one time with histrionic personality disorder, borderline personality disorder. I don't have no personality disorders that I know of. And I've been, so I have had intense psychological evaluations. So when I got my son taken away from me, I had 2 psychological evaluations because the first one I did, they weren't happy with. So they did another one. The reason why they weren't happy with it was because they were trying to diagnose me with something that I didn't have. They were trying to diagnose me with being bipolar, and I wasn't bipolar. I was just on a lot of drugs. You know what I mean? Emotional dysregulation, a mental disorder characterized by unstable moods, behavior, and relationships. The cause of borderline personality disorder isn't well understood. I mean, my moods do fluctuate, but I wouldn't call them like unstable. Like I don't lose, like I'm pretty grounded. Like I don't lose stability. Like I don't go off the deep end. I don't. Now my sister, on the other hand, she has really bad mood swings, but hers are like she loses stability. She like does shit that's like really bad. You know, I don't do that. I just fluctuate with my moods, you know, which I think everybody pretty much does that, you know. Really, Pixie, have we got to meet any of your DID? Do you have like different alters? Emotional instability, feelings of worthlessness, insecurity, impulsivity, and impaired social relationships. So now, when I was in my active addiction,
Who was that one girl that you used to talk to?
Avalon.
Yeah.
She had DID. When I was in my active addiction, I had these things. I had impulsivity. I had lack of, being stable, and that kind of stuff. But once I got sober, that all cleared up. So I do get depressed more in the wintertime than I do in the summertime. Absolutely. And listen to me, y'all. I'm not trying to say like I don't have that because I'm ashamed of it. I've had like six psychological evaluations because I thought I had something, and I was trying to make sure that I got diagnosed so I could get properly medicated, but I have never been diagnosed. So the first time I got evaluated was 6 months into my sobriety. Okay. No, it was a month into my sobriety, like a month or two, because I had just gotten Nate taken away. Then I got Nate back, and I had another one at my 2 years sober. Okay. Then I had another one at 3 years sober. Then I had another one at 4 years sober. These were all with my psychiatrist, Dr. Mancino. Okay. And like it would be him and like a whole bunch of other psychiatrists. And they would have me in this big group, and they would ask me all these different questions. And they had me out and answer all these questions on a piece of paper. And so I really was trying to get diagnosed with something because I felt like I needed help and there was something wrong with me. But I guess it's just normal, you know. I guess I just have ups and downs, you know. Oh, really, Pixie? Okay, my friend Avalon, she has that too. And I actually got to talk to some of her alters before on the phone. People may experience, this is what antisocial behavior, compulsive behavior, hostility, impulsivity, irritability, risk-taking behavior, self-destructive behavior, self-harm, social isolation or lack of restraint, anger, anxiety, general discontent, guilt, loneliness, mood swings or sadness, depression, distorted self-image, grandiosity or narcissism, and thoughts of suicide. So if you had asked me if I had any of these things when I was in my active addiction, then I would have been diagnosed with BPD. In active addiction, I would have definitely been diagnosed with this. And that's what was the problem, was a lot of these places that were trying to diagnose me when Nathaniel got taken away from me, was they were trying to diagnose me from what I was when I was actively using substances. And so when I finally got sober and and CPS was like getting to know me sober, the attorney ad litem kept trying to prove that I was somehow not stable. And when I'm sober, I'm the stablest. I'm so stable. Like I'm like, look, this is what I do. I'm at home with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like about this, I was like, I don't like going out. Like I like being at home base where I'm safe. Do you know what I'm saying? With my family. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that when I was in active addiction, I didn't have a place to live. And because I didn't have a place to live, I felt unstable all the time. And so once I got stable and I got with Neil, I started to feel that stability. You know what I mean? And so that I feel like has really made a difference in my life too. If I haven't left the house in a week or so, I've told the husband, make me get out. Yeah, I do that all the time. I will literally not leave my house for weeks. But I mean, a lot of times I don't look at it as a negative thing because, like I said, I was so unstable before. I didn't have any, I take my son to school and stuff like that. So I guess I still leave, but I didn't have any stability. And so this is like positive, you know? It might be, you never know. So yeah, those psychological evaluations, 2 of them were done and I had nothing. I wasn't prescribed anything. And then the other ones, MAT, and I've been on MAT for a really long time, and I'll probably be on it for the rest of my life. Now, let me read to you guys. Being homeless again scares me more than anything. I get unstable because sometimes I think about how easily I can be there again. Yeah, but Chris, you're not going to go. We have the power today to make what happens happen in our lives. Histrionic personality disorder. Now, this is what I can't stand. Okay, so there was this girl probably like 4 years ago here on YouTube who basically tried to diagnose me because she was taking some psychology classes. And that's one thing that I cannot stand is when someone is on the internet trying to diagnose folks, okay? Just because they took a couple classes, okay? Just because they went to school, you know, they're not doctors, they're not psychiatrists, they're not psychologists, none of that. So listen to this. Histrionic personality disorder. A mental health condition that affects the way a person thinks, perceives, and relates to others. Okay? Now let me read to you guys. A person with histrionic personality disorder seeks attention, talks dramatically with strong opinions, is easily influenced and has rapidly changing emotions, and thinks relationships are closer than they are. Okay, so let me explain something to you guys. I was friends with this person, right? And we were like pretty close friends. Jetta, no. Jetta. She's gonna commit suicide and fall off the bed.
Hold on, Jetta.
And we were like actually really friends, right? And so something happened and we had a disagreement anyways. And the moment we had a disagreement, it was like, oh, we're not as good friends as you think we are. And I was like, damn, really, homie? Shit. But just because like a person exhibits these things and you like, Henry, I was not going to block you, but you just can't shut the fuck up, can you? See ya. It's like, are y'all just like have nothing better to do in your lives?
Well, C being the diagnoser.
No. Sorry about that, y'all. I cannot stand it when people do that and they try to diagnose somebody with something when they're not a doctor. You know, that pisses me off.
You go outside? Let's go outside. I'll take you outside. Let's go.
Oh, I know what you mean, Chris. Do you have somebody in your life that's negative like that, that's always bringing up your past? Because we turn the light on, babe, when you go out. Do you have somebody in your life that's always bringing up the past like that? I'm sorry, babe. I know how that feels. I really do. But you know what I say? I say this. Why can't I fucking block people now? Like, I don't want to see this stupid fucking shit in my damn chat, you guys. There we go. We are the masters of our destiny. But I know how you feel. I'm not trying to, say that. Hey, Kendra, what's up? I'm like, who are these people? And then also, I've been getting these messages. Let me show y'all something. I'm going to show y'all my WhatsApp. Okay. So for some reason, These people have been calling me on WhatsApp over and over and over and over again. And I'm like, what is the problem here, dude? Now, there's one guy, he's Russian, and he wants to come tell his story, so he doesn't count. But there's like 6 other people that have just been calling me over and over and over and over again. And I don't get it. Like, they're from like other countries, you know? Hey, Brittany, what's up, girl? WhatsApp is a way that people can call you from different countries and stuff. And, you know, it's a different way to communicate, just like Telegram and all that kind of stuff. I always get trolls like that for some reason. A lot of the trolls that I get are younger because they found my videos through, I have like 3 videos that are nonstop going viral on YouTube. And they're videos about parents that are addicted to drugs. And like the videos are nonstop going viral. They've gone viral over and over and over again here on YouTube in my shorts. And so I'll show you real fast. Those videos bring a lot of younger kids to my channel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And they're like videos of other people. Like this video right here, this girl on TikTok shared it. And I shared it over here. And it's got like 3.6 million views. And it keeps on going for some reason. Now, this video with me and Nate is going pretty good too. And these are the only pictures I have from my pregnancy. It's sad. I'll show y'all. Aww. It makes me sad though because I don't have very many pictures of my pregnancy. It makes me really upset. Thanks, Allie. Yeah, and a lot of you guys have like the ability to block them forever, so you can block them. Okay. Well, see, a lot of the videos I make on TikTok, I bring them here to YouTube because I repurpose all my content from TikTok, which you all should be doing if you have a TikTok. Just repurpose the videos you've already made. Do you understand what I'm saying? Methamphetamine is the only drug. That video right there got 1.1 million views on TikTok, dude. That's a lot. No, get rid of them motherfuckers. If you're a mod, if they come in here and they're just spamming the chat like that, just block them like they're little kids or something, you know? Yeah, so let me see what the next person that's coming on. Hold on, let me get my schedule. So that girl Lindsay, she was supposed to come on yesterday, Thursday, but Melissa took her place because she never answered me back. Which don't be like that. Don't do that, okay? So we need a person for next week in Melissa's spot, which I asked the guy from Russia to do it, but I don't know if he like really understands that he's gonna have to go live with me. So I need to reach out to Luke right now. That's who we need to have on. I'm gonna ask Luke, you guys, because I don't have any guys on my channel telling their story, and it's all women. And so I want to have a guy come on. So let me call Luke real fast, okay? Now, if you want to come on for a future date, I have, who's April 6th? Who's Lindsay for April 6th? I think that might be wrong. Okay, so hopefully I'll be able to get Luke for this week. Then Allison is March 16th. Then Molly. Then Cassandra Wildflower is the 30th. That will be awesome. And if you guys want to make like little thumbnails or little like things that I can share around town to like show people so they'll come to the live, send it to me. Who's abandoning? Wait a second. This is my Chris. Is your old man acting crazy? Is that what's going on? I'm so sorry. Now I know who I'm talking to. It's Chris from my Facebook. Make sure I look good in the thumbnail, though. Okay. But if you want to come on, who was that was asking me about coming on? Let me check and see if this April 6th person is actually really a person. I might have just set that on there and not meant to. Because I don't think there's any other Lindsays in my group, is there? No, that was. So we have Hey, Holly. Yeah, that was Kimberly. Was that you? I know. I saw that, you guys. Okay, Kimberly. May 4th is Kimberly. Okay, Kimberly? Make sure you write that down and don't forget. And you need to message me on IG so that way I can be able to send you the link. All right, baby? To join me. I know, y'all. If for a second there was just showing like one bar of Wi-Fi. So May 4th, then May 11th. Let me call Luke real fast, y'all. Hold on. I really do want to have Luke on. He's so funny. Oh, you don't have Instagram? Well, can you message me? Do you follow me on Facebook? Hey, B. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better. That's why I came on live to talk to y'all about it. Hey, Luke.
Hey, what's up?
You're on speakerphone, just so you know, and I'm live. Will you come on my channel and tell your story next week, March 9th?
I got court on March 9th, actually. Well, I got court like earlier in the day.
Can you tell your story that evening, or are you going to go to jail?
No, it's just for a license, like a driving without a license ticket.
Okay, will you come on my channel that evening at like 6 p.m. Central?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a date then. I'll see you at March 9th. I'll text you the link to join me in a couple days, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, cool. Then we'll get Luke. That way we got a guy, a guy coming on. Because I have all these girls, And then I need to call Kevin from Kicking Addiction and ask him if he wants to come on too on May 11th. Do you guys like the way I do the interviews, or what? Do you guys think I should pre-record them, or do you guys like it that I do them live? I really like it that I do them live because I feel like it's just like shows like the real-time reactions and stuff. I want to know what y'all like. Oh, yeah. It is. Yours is March 30th, Cassandra. March 30th. And we go live at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Oh, you don't want to do May 4th? Do you want to do it earlier that week in like May 3rd, May 2nd? Or the day after May 5th? Hey, Shelly. Yeah, I like lives too, y'all. I'm a fucking live fiend. I love going live. It's just I feel like I can connect with people more, you know? If you're over on Facebook, just so you know, if you come over here to YouTube, there's so many people in the chat. I feel like there's not a lot of people over there on the Facebook side. Let me see. May 6th? Okay, baby. That's perfect. That'll be fine. No problem. No problemo. And it's not a big deal. Like, it's not a big production. You just come on here with me and we chat, you know, and it's chill. It's super chill. So, oh, am I not live anymore? Oh yeah, I'm live. Okay, so if you're on Facebook and you want to come be in the chat with all of us, we're over on YouTube if y'all want to come. Yeah, I like hanging out. No, they can't see the chat, but I can ask them the questions if y'all will give them to me as we go when we're live. What I'll do with Luke this time is I'll set aside a time for me to ask, hey guys, what do you guys have any questions out there in the audience? And if you do, put them in the chat right now and we'll have Luke answer them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that way y'all can get to, you know, talk to everybody. Yeah, Melissa did great. The only thing that I don't like about it is I feel like if a person's Wi-Fi, I felt like Melissa's Wi-Fi was a little shoddy last night. But could y'all tell, or was it okay? Hey, Kit, what's up? Okay, good. Oh, okay. Hey, Chris. Okay, good, good. Overcoming cravings or triggers. I should have said triggers instead of cravings because I meant to say cravings. Melissa did good. You did great though. It wasn't like mine. Live right now. Yeah, you can friend request me. It's Nikki Pludre, NICKYPLOUDRE. Right now, can y'all hear me good? Like better than y'all hear me when I'm on with somebody else? Because I'm on my computer. Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all this is a nice ass fucking laptop. This is a Samsung fucking Galaxy Note blah 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 laptop. It should be fucking it should do great, you know. But my son has downloaded so many games to it. I feel like it's just fucking fucked up from that. I got to take all his games off of it, honestly. I'm about to do my skincare. I'm about to transfer y'all onto the phone so we can do our. So hang tight, y'all, okay? I'm going to transfer y'all to the phone. Okay. Here we are. Can y'all hear me? I don't know. No, let's do our and then I'll show you, okay? me with it. Okay? Go on. Okay. So anyway, I feel a lot better on with you guys. I just have these weird depression. Hate it. So did y'all watch Flower King video she put out, please? My audio's bad. Okay, hold on another phone. Goodbye, new phone. Because y'all are not doing this on my for the longest time, and it's really hot, okay? Hold on now. It's like my phone. It's like on hill. Goodbye, new phone. Okay. Oh, there's two of me. That'll go away. How's that? Let me know if that's better, y'all. Okay. So, when is the last time I did my mask? My red mask. Does anybody remember? I know I didn't do it last night. I think it was like 2 or 3 nights ago. I do that mask like 2 or 3 times a week. About 2 times a week. About 3. Okay. Much better. Yeah. And this is a cheapie. This is a little Google phone. It's just my phone is probably like 2 or 3 years old. I bought it brand new. It's a Galaxy S20, but we're already on the 23 or the 24, so I'm going to have to get a new phone. That's all there is to it.
Versus an Ultra Note or something.
An Ultra 20, but it's a 20 though. I'm going to have to buy a new phone, Dad. I pay cash. I just buy it outright because I don't have a plan. I have the my husband has a plan though. It might be cheaper for you to just go on his. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to have to change my number and stuff because everything's hooked up to my number. Dr. B's stuff, the clinic, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And I just don't want to deal with it. Oh God, damn, this phone fucking died. The phone that I was going live from. I can't win for losing today, y'all. I can't win. Or it has to be bad audio until I get my skin. Okay, and then we'll do. I cannot count this other self. Lord. There we go. I cannot win. Okay. I'm not going to do that because I think it'll be. This is smoothing lines, toes, glasses, and removing and calming us. And this is the tonic. So just like in a form, you know, you don't have to use the or whatever. You shut the door. And why the lights? Oh. Okay. I don't have. Hold on. I'm sorry, just a second. I have this morning, but in here real fast. Okay. We will use the solution for us. Okay. Y'all. The honey mayo. All right. Hold on. Like this. All right. Hold on. Top for just a minute, and then I'll go. Okay. Sorry about that, y'all. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I had to. You can't take tramadol with Xanax. Why? I do it before and after, Brittany. I wash my face first, and then I do the red mask, and then I rinse it off. You know what I mean? But I will tell you this. I made a mistake, and I was putting too many acids on my face. So, like, if you do that ordinary red mask, don't put on any AHAs or anything like that afterward, because it's like, you're going to make your skin dry. And that's what I did. I made it real dry around my nose. Chris, you're not on drugs, Chris, are you? You're sober. So how can you be delusional? And Patricia, Why is your doctor saying that you can't be on a benzo and tramadol? That's ridiculous. Somebody commented on my video about Suboxone and benzos, and they were like, I don't know why your clinic would. Y'all, some people have severe anxiety. And of course, Dr. B doesn't just put people on fucking benzos, but we have some patients that have severe anxiety. And the reason why they were using substances in the first place was because they were self-medicating their anxiety. So Dr. B treats their anxiety. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're like, hey, everybody gets benzos. You know? He just treats the problem.
Where are you right now? How are you in a match?
Yeah, I mean, it's better to treat people's anxiety than to leave them untreated to where they end up self-medicating, you know? And so that's, I think that happens though a lot, and doctors are so afraid to give anybody narcotics anymore. It's crazy. So we went from like a situation where over-prescribing was like out the yin yang, to now it's like we can't even get medication, you know?
Oh my God. Oh, where's my...
I think that there's like a misconception that because somebody struggles with addiction that they like aren't allowed to have any kind of medication, you know? And imagine if that was you, you know? Oh, hey. So Dana just texted me. Dana, if you're in here, thank you. Hey, Nat. Dana says, hey, this is Dana, and you had me for April 13th, but I don't get off work until 5:30. Would it be possible to start a little later? So absolutely. We can start later, and thank you so much for messaging me and not putting me, out. I appreciate you. Do you know what I'm saying? So, yay. Yeah, I would have choose Xanax too because it'll be easier to come off the tramadol than it would Xanax. Anti-aging can lessen stretch marks and scarring. It just takes time. Yeah, so I've been using that retinol stuff on my retinol and AHA stuff on my skin for like years now, and my skin is so much smoother, y'all, and I don't really have a lot of bad texture. Like my skin, if you come and feel it, Neil.
Beautiful.
My skin is as soft as a baby's bottom. As soft as hell. So, hey, Pay, what's up? I do that so that way. So we should all do our self-care together. So doing a little bit of self-care makes me feel better. Doesn't it make you guys feel better too? You want to know what my husband's self-care is? Playing with his guns. He's got he got his stuff out over here playing with his guns. He collects them. Did you guys see the Alec Murdaugh case where he's guilty? They gave him two life sentences. 2 life sentences, y'all. Damn. Clary, that's why you got to get in that bathroom and do your skincare when we do our skincare at night. It ain't got to be all a whole presentation. Just go in there and wash your face and do your skincare, so that way you feel better. Welcome to the family, Patricia. Me too. And this is such a good, y'all know I'll always tell y'all when I'm going to make a video with my top 5 lip glosses. And when I tell you guys, this is one of them. This Kopari lip gloss is one of my top 5. And you know who I got the recommendation
Mom,
from?
What? The second.
Jacqueline Hill.
Mom, our internet is so bad. The last kill that I had to get for the winning, so I win. No internet, disconnected. Like.
Is it back on now?
Yeah, but
you know that.
Zane, are you about to put down
Look at me.
bed, or what are you doing?
Your eyebrows are so cute. You're the cutest little boy in the world. You know that? You need to take a bath time. You want to use one of my bath bombs?
No.
Yes, Nate.
No.
Neil.
Shower.
Yeah,
power.
tomorrow.
No, tonight.
Tomorrow. No.
You're not allowed to lay in our bed until you take a shower.
Stanky. You stankle from the ankle up.
Oh, he did it. He did it. He did it.
Why are you like?
If he didn't do it, he had somebody do it for him. So, which is still him doing it. You know what I mean? I believe he did it.
What is it?
Yeah,
I believe that he had become accustomed to getting out of everything. And when his son had that boat accident, that really started shaking stuff up for him. And so he never had to be accountable, ever.
What?
I mean,
Hold on, buddy.
his
I gotta pick
family
this up.
was like in law for like hundreds of years, you know? Baby.
Jetta.
Sorry, my dog's trying to jump off and commit suicide. Yeah. It's bad over here in the United States. How many people are just crazy and out of their minds. No, it was Jetta that's trying to die. Paco's right here laying down. He's my co-host is always right here. Paco, say hi. My co-host is always underneath the pillows.
Hold on.
He doesn't leave me. But anyways, I'm going to get off here, you guys. I've been on here with y'all for an hour, and I feel a lot better now that I came on and chit-chatted with you guys. Tomorrow night, for all of my, hey, Mary, for all of my, there's another dog, Jetta, my husband's dog. Hey, Kaylin, what's up? My husband's dog, Jetta, he's had her for like 20 years, and she's blind, and she has diabetes. And so we had her on the bed, and she doesn't know she's at the edge of the bed. You know what I mean? So what was I going to tell y'all? We are going to, for my members and patrons, for those of you guys that are members and patrons, I defrosted all the chicken. Hey, Ollie, what's up, baby? And I defrosted all the chicken. And so tomorrow I'm going to make lemon pepper chicken and some vegetables and stuff. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow night. 11 days free from 20-year Adderall addiction. Oh, that's awesome, Kaylin. I'm really proud of you, baby.
Did you go lay down?
Congratulations. That's amazing. And I'll tell you all this, okay? For those of you guys that watch the live streams and see the interviews, if you would like to tell your story, please reach out to me. Please message me. We have, a pretty good schedule, but I'm looking for people for the month of May. So I got the first week of May with Kimberly, and then after that, I have all those open. Hi, Ray. What's up, honey? Hey, you're welcome, Ollie. No problem, man. No problem. There's a guy that keeps commenting on my page, you guys, who's in love. He's like in love with me. And he comments every day like, baby, I love you. And even though we're far apart, it's like we're right by each other. Hey, Terry, what's up, girl?
Something weird.
Okay, Terry, do you want to do May 11th with me? I know it's scheduled out, but I'm just trying to stick to a schedule where I do one a week. That way, because I have been struggling with keeping on my schedule. May 11th. Text me. I'll text you, Terry, and you let me know if you can do that, okay? Terry's actually works for Recovery Delivered, those of you guys that don't know. And she has a lot of insight on medication-assisted treatment and how she treats her patients and stuff like that. So that'll be a good live.
Jetta, where are you going? Lay down. Looking for your water? You want some water?
Yeah, Cater. Guilt and shame?
Hold on.
Sure.
Come here.
Okay, gotcha. I'll text you, Terry. Thank you for volunteering, for real.
Yeah.
So me and my husband used to have a lot of guilt and shame. I'll talk about this real fast before I go. Me and my husband used to have a lot of guilt and shame about the stuff that we did when we were in active addiction. But one of the things that helped me to get over that guilt and shame, you guys, was doing a 4th step through 12 steps. Now, you don't have to do this 12 steps, okay? If you don't want to, but I'll tell you, it really, really helped me to be able to write down everything, see where I was wrong, take responsibility for that, and then make amends to the people I need to make amends to. And making amends doesn't just mean like walking up and saying, I'm sorry. Making amends is like a process. It is literally you living the change. So we can all walk up to our loved ones and say, I'm sorry for, stealing your money out of your wallet, or I'm sorry, mom and dad, for wrecking the car when I was high on drugs. But they've heard that a million times. In recovery, we're supposed to live it and show them that we're changed through our actions. So don't beat yourself up. Start living the change and show your family members that you are doing something different this time, okay? That it's not just about telling them, that it's about living and showing the action, okay? And guilt after relapsing, you shouldn't feel guilty at all, okay? When you have a relapse, what you're supposed to do is reflect on that, okay? Look at your relapse, analyze that shit. See where you went wrong. Learn from your relapse, okay? Having a relapse is nothing to be ashamed of. It's just showing you that you need to work on a certain part of your recovery, right? And so instead of being upset and beating yourself up, look at your relapse. See where you went wrong. Was it because you were stressed out? Was it because you stopped going to your recovery meetings? Is it because you weren't talking about snitching on your addiction? Like, what was it? And then whatever it is, focus on that and focus on making it stronger. I think I've talked about it a little, Cater, because my husband used to self-harm when I first met him. But I haven't talked about it a lot. But I could. I would have to kind of learn a little bit more about it. I think it's kind of like, I consider like, using drugs kind of like a form of self-harm, but I would have to do some research on it. You know what I mean? My husband used to self-harm. He used to cut himself bad. Like, he has scars from it. And when I first met him, he did that. And I was so scared. Hey, sugar mommies. I was so scared because I didn't know what to do, because I didn't handle his relapse properly. I was too hard on him. It's okay, Clary. It's okay. Whenever you love somebody, it's like very hard to separate your emotions in a situation like that. When my husband relapsed, I was the same way. I was very mean to him. I yelled at him. I called him names. And then one day I looked at myself in the mirror and I realized, holy shit, I treat strangers on the internet better than I treat my own husband. And that's when I had an epiphany. And I realized that I needed to make a change. And that if I was going to show strangers on the internet the same grace and compassion and love, then I needed to do that for my husband. That was an eye-opening experience for me. I felt horrible. So y'all teach me. Y'all help me. Like, I've seen how good I was to you guys. And why, if you come in here and you tell me you relapsed, am I like, I can't believe you did that, you junky piece of shit? No, I'm not. I'm like, it's okay. I love you. Don't be ashamed. Let's start over. And I was doing that to my husband. I was fucking beating him down when he was already hard enough on himself, So, but anyways, I love you guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll go live tomorrow around 10 a.m. to do makeup. So meet me here tomorrow at 10:15 a.m. Central Standard Time. Yeah, Terry, it was hard. I realized I couldn't believe it because I had spent years and years and years on the internet helping people in their addictions and recoveries and helping them when they would relapse. And then I just felt like I couldn't believe I was treating my husband like that, but it was because of how we're emotionally attached to each other. We're in a relationship. And so the fear of losing him took over, and I was afraid. I wasn't trying to be mean to him, to hurt him. It was because I was afraid of losing him. And that's what happens with a lot of family members. It can come across as like being ugly and mean, but no, it's not that. It's that they're afraid. They're afraid that they're going to lose you and that you're going to die. So, okay. Love you guys. Good night. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Let's do some makeup. Do you remember whenever